Salt Lake County, and I am here to do the last installment of the 4-part series that we've been doing on strength training. Today is going to be upper body. I am going to be using a chair, and I'm going to be using my ankle weights on my arms today. You can obviously use no weight, and that's absolutely fine. You can use dumbbells, you can use bottles of water or jugs of water. Whatever adds a little bit of resistance is great. And again, if you don't want to use any, that's okay too. I have a little bit different setup today because we're going to be doing push-ups. Remember, you can always do wall push-ups. I've shown them before up against the wall. Today I'm going to show them up against my desk here. It's a very secure desk. It's firm. It's not going to slide anywhere. You know, and so the idea is to challenge ourselves. Just because you're over 60 or 65 doesn't mean that you can't still challenge yourself. If you could do it, you know, yesterday, you can do it today, theoretically, right? So just because you get a little bit older doesn't mean you necessarily have to stop doing things. If wall push-ups are a safer alternative for you, do those. If you can do a more inclined push-up without injury or risk of falling, then do those, right? So you want to work in that safe range, but you also want to challenge yourself and push yourself. That's how we stay strong, all right? Strength training is super important no matter what age you are, but the older we get, the more important it becomes. All right, we are going to get started. Let me start my stopwatch, and we're going to start marching. Remember, today's workout's 15 minutes from now until the end. We got a 3-minute warm-up, 2-minute cool down, 10 minutes worth of work, and we are working the upper body. So as we march, let's go ahead and just start to take those arms forward and back. Remember, the warm-up is to get our bodies moving. I mean, our blood pumping, right? So if you start off slow, that's fine. If you just want to walk around for 3 minutes, that's fine too. Right? Whatever you can do to warm your body. Good. Let's take a side step and swing the arms. We're moving those legs because that's a great way to get the blood pumping. Remember, you can do this exact same thing seated. You don't have to stand for any of this stuff. Good, let's take an elbow. Ooh, this is gonna be, there we go. Challenge my coordination. Take those elbows. Remember, if it's better for you, keep the elbows low. You don't have to go up overhead. Just kind of warming those shoulders. Excellent. Let's do a little scapular retraction. Just kind of moving side to side, taking those arms up into a goalpost position. And we're just gonna move our arms back and forth. Squeeze the shoulder blades. I'm gonna give you a back view. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, belly in nice and tight. Breathing, warming up the back. Gonna do some rows today. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to step and tap and reach the arm out in front. If it's better for you, reach it down. You don't have to reach out. Work where your shoulders feel good. My shoulders are feeling good this morning. So I'm going to even do a little bit of overhead. If that feels good to you, great. If not, don't do it. Good. Excellent. Let's put the arms out to the side, little rotations. I tend to keep my legs moving. You don't have to. Let's go the other direction. Good. We're almost done with that warm-up. Excellent. Let's go back to that march. Moving those arms, swinging those arms. Chest up, belly in. Remember, we want to keep our posture the entire time. Today, we're kind of doing it every minute on the minute routine, which I'm kind of into right now, so I'll probably do that for the next series as well. That just means at the top of each minute, we'll start a different exercise. That is all. Good. Heels to the front, bicep curls. Excellent. First thing we're going to do is 10 wall push-ups. Ready? And we're going to start right now. You can go up against the wall. You can go up against that table. Whatever works for you. 1. You can count your own. 2. 3. They can be little. 4, doesn't have to be big. 5, 6, belly nice and tight. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and relax. It only took us about 30 seconds, which is just fine. We have time to put on our weights for the next round. So either grab your weights or keep moving. If it takes you longer to do those 10, no big deal. We have plenty of time. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is bicep curls with a little bit of a twist, meaning we're just going to do a bicep curl and then press our arms forward. I'm going to show you it. I'm going to do a bicep curl like this, and then I'm going to press my arms forward, come back, bending the elbows, and straighten. You ready? Here we go. We're going to bend, straighten, bend, and down. There's one. Belly in nice and tight. So this is biceps and abdominals. And down. Here's 3. Press, belly in. If you feel that in your lower back, the weight's too heavy. Might need to lighten it up a little bit. Bend and straighten. Here's 5. Out. Bend. Straighten. 6. Out. Bend. Straighten. 7. Out. Bend. Straighten. 8. Belly in. And 9, we're just gonna stick with 9. Good, because remember, if I hit that 45-second mark, that means that I need to take a break. I'm gonna come to a seated position or standing. We're gonna do triceps. So if you're seated, it's the same thing. You're gonna come back to that row position. You ready? And then we're gonna start with those straight arms. 1, bend and straighten at the elbows. 2, I'm gonna stand just so you can see what I'm doing. 3, bending and straightening at the elbows. 4, good, we're trying to get 12 in here. 5, 6, I think we'll be able to do it. 7, it's really about the straightening. 8, 9, belly in. 10, here's this front view. 11, squeeze those arms straight. 12, 13, 14, good, and 15. Good, relax, all right. That was about 40 seconds. Next thing we're gonna do are rows. You can always do this seated. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you just real quick, is I'm gonna take this arms just slightly in front of me, and I'm gonna row with one arm, and then the other arm, and then both arms. You ready? And here we go. So row, row, and then both. Squeeze, there's 1. Row, row, and squeeze. There's 2. Row, row, and squeeze. There's 3, 4, 4, squeeze. 4, there's almost there. 5, 5, both arms squeeze. 6, 6, squeeze both arms. Good, come on. We're gonna do one more. 7, 7, both arms, and squeeze. Excellent, there's that 45-second mark. Next thing we're going to do are lateral raises, and this is for our shoulders. Belly in nice and tight. Remember, if going out to the side is not your thing, come to the front. You can also go overhead if you like. You ready? Here we go. So I'm just lifting both arms out to the side. Notice that I'm not going higher than shoulder height. My elbows are not going higher than shoulder height. And I want my wrists to be about the same height as my elbows. Belly in nice and tight. If it's better for you, you might do one arm at a time instead of doing both arms. And that's just fine. Good. I know I'm off count here. I'm going to call that 5, 6, 7. We're trying to do 15. 8. Belly in. 9. Remember, if 15's too many for you, don't do them. 10. I'm not going to be able to get them in the 45 seconds. 11. 12. One more. If you can do your 15, great. If not, take a break. And we're going to take these weights off, and we're going to start back over with our wall push-ups, or what is this, desk push-up. Ready? Here we go. 10, belly in. 9, working the chest and the back and the tricep. 8, 7, 6. Remember, if 10's too many for you, do less, right? Do what feels good to you. Good. 2 more. 2, belly in. and 1. Excellent. Grab your weights if you have them. Next work is going to be the bicep with the arm out in front of us. This is working our biceps and also our core and our shoulder. So multi-joint exercise, the positive is you get to work multiple muscles. All right, efficiency, right? It's all about efficiency. So let's find that posture, feet hip width apart, belly in nice and tight, chest lifted. You ready? And here we go. Bicep curl. Squeeze and then straighten, bend, and down. Trying to do 10 of these. Bend, straighten. I think I was only able to get 9 last time. Bend. So again, I don't want you moving super fast to try to get in the repetitions. I just kind of set a goal. And if I can get those in 45 seconds, great. If not, I give myself that 15-second rest. Out, bend, straighten, bend, out. That's, what's that, 7? Good. Again, bend, out, belly in nice and tight. I think I got 9 last time. I'm going to do 9 this time. Bend, out, bend, and straighten. Excellent. Next one is going to be our triceps. Remember, you can always sit. All of these you can sit, right? There's not a disadvantage to sitting. The advantage to standing is you get to practice your balance a little bit. All right, you ready for the triceps? Bending the elbows back, straightening. 1, 2, can you bend a little bit? Sure. 3, but you want to have that nice flat back, right? None of this. 4, 5, but you don't have to bend. 6, you're just working against gravity a little bit more. 7, straightening the arms. 8, it's about straightening the arms. 9, squeeze. 10, doing 15 of these. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Excellent. Shake it out a little bit. All right, so the next one's going to be the row. Remember, we do right, left, and then both. I can't remember what we got in. But I think we're going to go for, what, probably about 6 total, meaning, you know, that whole round counts as 1. All right, you ready? Here we go. So one arm row, other arm row, both arms row, squeeze. There's 1 round. Row, row, you can do the seated. Squeeze, there's 2. Row, squeeze, row, and both arms. There's 3. Remember, you don't want to sacrifice the strength training for speed. That's not what we're looking for. You want to execute the move well. Once you can execute the move well, then you can speed up if you like. But only if you can execute it well. We never sacrifice form over speed. Keep going. 1. This is our last one. I think I got 6 in. And squeeze. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Last one is the lateral raise. And then we're going to be done and just cool down a little bit. This one we lift out to the side, belly in nice and tight. Ready, and go. Here we go. 1. Here it is to the side. 2. Can definitely do this seated. 3. I have a bend in my elbows. My arms aren't completely straight. 4. 5. I like to think of this as lifting my elbows up, and my forearm is just attached to the elbow. I'm not thinking about lifting the weights. I'm thinking about lifting my elbow, and the weights are just coming with it. Belly in. Don't lean back. Come on. There's 10. 11. 12. 13. We're going to make it 14. And if you don't make it, don't worry about it. 15. Good job. And there's that 45-second mark. Let's take those weights off. Do a little bit of a stretch. Good job. Let's roll those shoulders. Well done, you guys. Remember, you want to do a 3rd round of that? Great. I just try to keep it at 15 minutes because I want to make it doable for you. Good. Let's take one arm across the body, stretch the rear delt and the back of the shoulder, a little bit of the back, even a little bit of the rhomboid, which is between the shoulder blades. Remember how important posture is? I'm posting this on the Healthy at Home email, and I'm going to talk about posture today and how important that is. Let's go to the other side. take it across. Here it is side view. Here I am back view. I'm just, you know, separating that shoulder blade. I feel the stretch all the way along this arm. You might feel it a little bit different. That's okay. Everybody feels stretches a little bit differently. Good, and relax. Remember, you can always do the seated, thumbs are up, and we're gonna take our arms back behind us, stretching the biceps, also a little bit of the chest. Belly in nice and tight. We're trying not to overarch our back here. Still wanna maintain that posture. Posture, 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 so important. Practice it all day long. If that's too much for you, practice it 2 minutes for every hour you're awake. Good, relax the arms down. Let's bring the elbow up, stretch the tricep. So again, I like to go front here and bring that arm up because it's just too hard for me to grab it here. If you can do that, great. That works. Good, let's go to the other side. Take that elbow up, belly in nice and tight. Try not to arch your back here. If you're seated, great. Do the same thing seated. Good, and relax. Let's take a deep breath in. If you're gonna go overhead, great. Bring the arms down. Again, deep breath up, and this time we're just gonna reach one side up and reach the other side up. Oh, good, and bring those arms down, and we are done. That's our 15 minutes. I will start another 4-part series soon, and we're gonna use elastic bands in that one. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for joining me.